Greetings, I'm Master Grogan. Welcome to another exciting episode of Grogan's Bully Proof and Kicking Life. Yeah, baby. So, hey, what I'm talking about, I just actually finished doing a video presentation for this Empower Global Summit martial arts event, which is over 3 different continents. How amazing is that? Yeah, baby. So I was pumped about that, and it just kind of inspired me to do this this Facebook Live video. I know I've been off the I don't say reservation, but just I haven't done a Facebook Live in quite some time because I've been kicking butt trying to get my book, Bully Proof, done, and that has been kicking my butt. But anyway, my presentation was all about when you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to no one. So be you, be 100% original. And that made me think, hey, might as well do a bully proof video on that, because oftentimes we bully ourselves. And one of the biggest ways we bully ourselves is not being 100% of who we are. We're not utilizing our God-given talents or gifts. We try and become a cheap replica of somebody else. We try and fit in that proverbial round hole and be who we are not meant to be, just to be around people that most of the time we're probably not meant to be around, and we're cheapening ourselves there. And it's a very, very, well, I don't say popular, but I guess it is. People do that quite often, and that's a big way people bully themselves. So I see some friends popping up on the screen here. I don't have my glasses, so I think, oh, is that Judith? Hi, Judith. And I saw Kelsey Herbie Bagwell popped up. There's Terry Corona, and good stuff. Well, anyway, be you, baby, 100% you. God gave you gifts and talents that nobody else possesses, and utilize those gifts. Of course, it can be scary. It can be tough. You know, there's the old saying that people are less fearful of the devil I'm sorry, I goofed that up, didn't I? More people are more fearful of the heaven they don't know than the devil they do. Meaning, I'm uncomfortable, I ain't happy, I feel like I'm bullying myself, but at least I know this bully. At least I know this devil. I step out here, holy smokes. Yeah, it could be better. It could be awesome. It could be heaven. But gosh darn, it's an awful big risk. It's an awful big chance that I'm taking here. So you know what? I'll go ahead and stay right here where I'm at because it's easy, it's safe, it's comfortable. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I've always done it this way, and I'm not going to change things now. Well, and I'm not telling you to change. By all means, people are, why are you always telling people to change? All I'm doing, here's my mission, if you will. Well, kind of vision and mission is making society a happier, healthier, and safer place to live. And how I want to do that is by empowering people with hope to believe in themselves, to stand out in the crowd, to stand up to any bully face, both real and in their minds. But I want to do that by empowering them not only with hope, but giving them the tools of courage and self-confidence to believe in themselves, to overcome their challenges, overcome their fears, battle through their challenges, to step outside that proverbial round hole, to utilize their God-given talents and be who they were born to be. That's not easy. It's not easy at all. But the number one thing that I talk about a lot, and if you see my Facebook post, you know what it is. Open your eyes, open your mind. Yeah. Look around, break free of that matrix that we feel like we're stuck in, right? The media matrix that keeps pounding stuff in our heads. Boom, boom, boom. You will think this way. You will act this way. You will see this. Man, no. Anybody tells you, and here I'm telling you, I guess, I'm just encouraging you. You don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. I'm just encouraging you to open your eyes. Now, if somebody demands that you do something, I don't know. You got to ask why they're doing that. Why are they demanding that you do that? And of course, you have to be the one to answer that question. So always do that. Just open your eyes. Think freely. Think for yourself. You know, creative thought is something is being squelched, right? I don't know why. Why is that? I don't understand that. I've never understood the cookie cutter mold. Everyone must think the same. Everyone must talk the same. Everyone must see the same. No. You know, and oftentimes I've got all kinds of things that I'm constantly working on. I got some big changes, exciting changes that are happening. I'll tease you a little bit. I'm stepping a little away from the academy, letting our team run it so I can focus more on the Grogan's Bully Proof and Kicking Life brand to take that to more of a national, global level, simply because, yes, there's more I could do in the community, and we're going to continue doing a lot of things in the community here. But I've got a great team in place now, so I've got to be humble enough to trust them that they can do the things that need to be done and allow me to kind of pursue another adventure on a much bigger level. And that has to do with the podcast, the video blogs, the books, the websites, and all the other stuff I'm constantly working on. But I wanted to just take a little bit on a Friday night here and remind you to believe in you and be a 100% a genuine article, baby, 100% you, not a cheap replica of somebody else. Now, the examples I gave in the presentation I just presented here was how about when we first, we're trying to grow the business, kind of moving from a hobby to a business. And I've made every mistake known to man. I've been bankrupt twice. And of course, during the midst of all that, just crying and praying and not knowing what in the heck to do, well, I started, chasing different shiny objects. Well, I'll try this. I'll try this. I'll try this. I'll try this. And I was trying so many different things, and there's nothing wrong with trying a bunch of different things. But what happened was I was forgetting who I was. I wasn't being genuine. I wasn't being true to myself. So an example I gave here at the Martial Arts Academy, we're not a tournament school. We don't go to any tournaments. I was with an organization for almost 26 years that we stepped away from, and we stepped away from that organization because we want to focus primarily on who we are. And we're a bully-proof life skills and character development academy. Means that's what we focus on. The bully-proof is all about the self-defense and self-protection. That's what we're teaching. The life skills and character development are the manners, the discipline, the respect. Holding kids accountable, holding them responsible, making sure they're the ones that bring we call our training log sheet. It's their ticket to test. Making the kids, they have to test 4 times and earn 4 stripes before they're allowed to even test for a belt. That's not for everybody. Heck, the kids don't even get a uniform the first few weeks they're here. They get a t-shirt to feel a part of the class, but they have to earn the uniform. And some people don't like that. Like we had not too terribly long ago, we give a kid a t-shirt so they can feel part of the class, but we have them earn the uniform. Therefore, we tell the parents, hey, it's in your hands, man. We not only want them behaving in here, we want them behaving at home as well. We talk about here, it's the good bows, the feet together, the eye contact, and putting their shoes side by side and picking up after themselves. That's being responsible. And we want to also we kind of give the keys to the parents, so to speak. All right, make sure that Johnny's doing this at home, and that's how he or she can earn their belt. Well, anyway, Dad decided he was just going to buy the kid a uniform, not from us, just bought from somebody else. And he'd said, well, I thought he did a good enough job to earn a uniform, so I went ahead and bought him one. I said, well, sir, it's not even our uniform, number one. I said, number two, didn't we talk about, having them earn it and working together on this thing? Well, I thought he did a good enough job. So I'll tell you what, 10 years ago, I'd have said, okay, well, we really don't like that because we really want to work together, and I probably would have caved. But now, core principles, honor, integrity, discipline, and respect. Now, we'll do everything we can to make it right, but if it falls outside those principles, the honor, integrity, discipline, and respect, then we're not the right place. So I simply walked up to the front desk and I said, we're going to give this guy a refund. We're probably not the right place for you, sir. Now, that was tough. I'm turning away a student. But what I was doing, I was staying true to who we are, who our core principles, our core values, and the wrong person will never be right. And just like the right person, it doesn't mean the right person will never be wrong, but you certainly are not going to take somebody who won't follow the core principles right off the bat. They're going to be a thorn in the side for years to come. So just cut ties right now. We're not the right place and move on. But that's staying true to who we are, staying true to who I am, our core values and our principles. Now, you may not have a situation like that with your own life, but I want you to use that and think how you can take that story and compare it to a challenge that maybe you're going through. Now, my grandma would always tell me, she'd say, Richie, and they called me Richie when I was a kid, Richie, what is your integrity worth? Richie, if you sell your integrity today for $10, what do you sell for tomorrow? And when is it enough? And then when you've sold your whole integrity, then what do you have? Like I mentioned, our core principles, our core values are black belt principles. It's the middle 4. That's why I call them the core 4. It's honor, integrity, discipline, and respect. Boom, that's who we are. And integrity, you think about it, the word integrity itself, the first part of that word is like integer, right? And what is an integer? An integer is a whole component. It's a whole piece. It's not a particle, it's whole. So integrity, you either have it or you don't have it. Now, something I'll bring up at conferences, sometimes I'll give a speech, I'll say, hey, who in this room thinks the world would be a much better place if we had more integrity? And you can guess it. Every hand goes up. Yeah. Some people putting 2 hands up. Yeah, the world would be so much better. That's what we need is more integrity. All right, we all in agreement. Good. Second question. Who in this room agrees that they have an integrity problem? Ooh, no hands going up. And then I'll follow it up by saying, well, you know what? Out of the 200, 300, 400, 500 people in this room, we're golden, baby. Everybody in here has integrity. That's awesome. Now we just got to work on the rest of the world, right? So I bring that up being silly. But the truth is, oftentimes, if we don't have that, if we're not constantly front of the mind awareness of that, we'll breach our own integrity. We'll breach our own values, or we don't have them to begin with. And it'll be like, you know what, it doesn't matter this time. This time is okay. You don't understand. And I'm not pointing fingers. I have done those things. I'm embarrassed by them. But I openly share those now. I'm very vulnerable in sharing those now. I open up simply because I've made more mistakes than I care to admit. But I share them now openly with you on these video blogs and my podcast and my book and speeches and presentations. Why? One, it's relatable. And two, it's just saying, hey, I've made those mistakes too, but I wanted to change. And it's not easy to change. I'm never going to lie to you and tell you it is easy to change. Too often people talk about, well, you know what, that change, that person told me it's easy. You just got to do this. Well, I don't know who that person was, but change is not easy. Because the longer you've been doing something, the harder it is to change and get out of that mindset, get out of that habit, to make that change. It's not easy. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Now, habits. Think about habits. There's an old saying, bad habits, man, are they hard to live with. Holy smokes, they're easy to make. That's the bad thing. I mean, a real bad thing. Bad habits are so easy to make, but not only are they hard to live with, they're nearly impossible to break. And then good habits, for whatever reason, are extremely tough to make. Why are good habits so hard to make? I don't know. But not only are they hard to make, they're very easy to break. Hard to make, but easy to break. Doesn't seem fair, does it? Well, guess what? Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows, right? Nothing's fair. But here's the deal. You work through it. You establish that good habit. You get a good, firm foundation with those good, solid, good habits. Man, are they beautiful to live with. They're beautiful. They're wonderful to live with. But it takes time. So there's an old saying by Jim Rome. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. Yeah, we always say, man, I wish I would have known that 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, an hour ago, a minute ago. I wish I would have known it then. But we didn't. But when's the second best time to plant a tree or to start a good habit? Right now. Right here, right now. Because you can't go back 20 years ago. You can't go back a minute ago. Those who've been watching this whole video. Well, if you've done it, and I'm always honored that people take time to listen to me. Thank you so very much. I got a bit of a talking problem, says my second grade teacher and everybody I know. But I utilize that talking problem to hopefully empower others. That's my gift, right? But that time is gone. We're never going to get it back. Never going to get it back. You know, there's a line from a movie is, you'll never be more lovelier than you are right now. You'll never have this time again. We will never be in this moment again. It's gone. So like you can't ever touch the same water twice in a stream. A stream is going by. Put your hand in. You can never touch the same water twice. Same thing, you can't relive a moment over again. That's why you want to live the very best. Now, speaking of that, and this is kind of another thing, as I'm learning, I'm sharing with you as well. I got one of my, big shout out to Professor Brandon Beliso. Great mentor, great friend, and he's been on my podcast countless times. He shared this with me, which once again kind of helps me. And I always talk about how I bully oneself, thank goodness, right? How I bully myself, I'm going to share with you because I know there's countless others that are probably bullying themselves in the same way. And it's not living in that moment. We're thinking what happened in the past, or we're thinking too far ahead of what's going on in the future. Now, there's nothing, and I encourage you to learn from the past and then plan for the future. But at the same time, don't neglect what we have right here, right now, which is the most sacred, beautiful thing. So his example was, oftentimes with life, we got one foot in the past, worrying about what we didn't do or should have done. The other foot is in the future, thinking I'm going to learn from the past. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to plan on doing this. I'm going to plan on doing that. So one foot's in the past, one foot's in the future. And what are we doing? We're focused there. But we're not focused on what we have right now. So his words, we're essentially peeing on the present. Yeah. We're just saying, nah, don't do it. That's another way that I've often bullied myself. And I bring these up and I share these things with you simply because I need the reminder. Wham! Right hook of reality and boom! Left uppercut of truth myself as a reminder to make sure I'm not making those mistakes. And once again, habit forming. Best time to plant a tree, 20 years ago. Best time to start a good habit, 20 years ago. Second best time, right here, right now. And the habit I'd love for you to start for yourself, and once again, I'm not telling you, I'm just suggesting, is start opening your eyes, seeing for yourself, thinking for yourself, and then, of course, believing in yourself. and a way to believe in ourselves. It's very, very difficult to ever believe in who you are if you're unable to see for who you are, unable to think for who you are, because you're always being told what to do. You're always being manipulated by who knows what, right? Be you. God gave you a gift that no one on this planet possesses. You know, there's roughly 7.7 billion people on this planet we live on, right? Wow. Not, even twins, they've got their unique differences. We all have our unique difference. So be the 100% genuine article that God made you and live that life, that gift that God has given you. Don't try and be a cheap replica. Don't try and fit into that proverbial round hole with everybody else. Be you, baby, and be the best you can be. There you go. Is that good? Is that good? All right, everybody. Thank you so very much. And I saw a ton of comments pop up. I'll do my best to read those and reply to those comments because, hey, you took time out of your busy day to listen to me and to be with me. And I am so very grateful for that, simply because, hey, once again, time is something you cannot replace. And by you giving me some of your time, you've actually given me a piece of your life. And I promise I'm going to continue doing as much research, as much studying, as much reading, as much attending as many conferences and surrounding myself with the best mentors that I can to provide you with the absolute very best information, knowledge, wisdom, tips, suggestions, advice that I can give you to help you become bully proof and then help you live your best kick in life, right? And what is a kick in life? For those who don't know, a kick in life, baby, you're cashing checks, you're taking names, when the world kicks your butt, when it kicks you in the teeth and knocks you down, you're getting back up and you're saying, is that all you got? Let's go another round. And you're aspiring and striving and driving to be. And to me, my little prayer every day is, God, please help me be the best Christian, the best father, the best husband, the best motivator, the best speaker, author, and the best entrepreneur I possibly can. And please grant me the wisdom to pass the messages on to others to help them live their best kick in life. That's my little prayer every single day. And then, of course, that's the prayer to help me be my best. And then I pray for all my friends and family as well, and whatever battles they're facing. So there we go. All right. Well, hey, you know how to find me here. Follow me on Grogan's Bully Proof and Kickin' Life. Right now it's Master Grogan on Instagram, but we're going to change that over in the near future back to Grogan's Bully Proof. I got a few things coming out on that. Grogan's Bully Proof and Kickin' Life I got a page and a group, and then of course me personally. If you want to follow here, the book Bully Proof. We're getting close. Podcast. We're actually on hold on the podcast for the next several weeks. They've got some stuff going on at the recording studio, so they're on hold. But we've got 241 episodes out. So please knock yourself out and play catch up on all those. And I guess that's all I got for you. All right. Of course, if you're in the Edwardsville area, we are open for classes. We're social distancing and being safe and all those things, of course. But we still do the Zoom classes. So if you're in the area and you want to come by and see us, please do. All right, folks. I love you. God loves you. Please share that love with the world. And until we talk again, you get out there and do your best. And I promise you'll be your very best. You'll become bully proof and you'll live your best kick in life. God bless everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.